Look at this. Anne Hathaway is in the middle of the Devil Wears Prada 2 press tour, and she casually drops an unscripted inshallah into the conversation.
Hopefully live for and enjoy a life. I want to have a long, healthy life. Inshallah, I hope so.
It wasn't a joke, and it wasn't a PR stunt. It was a human glitch, and the internet is losing its mind. But here's the weird part. People aren't reacting to what she said. They're reacting to the fact that it felt real. In today's world, perfection has become a red flag. We've developed a kind of allergy to anything that feels too smooth, too rehearsed. While the world obsesses over frictionless AI, the biggest stars on Earth are doing the opposite. They're adding friction on purpose. Stay with me because by the end of this video, I'm going to show you how even some of the most relatable stars are now faking their own mistakes to sell you a product. Being a movie star used to mean being an unreachable statue. Today, they would look like bots. Think about Ryan Gosling. He's the gold standard for the modern A-list, but he doesn't go viral for being a leading man. He goes viral for breaking, for laughing mid-sketch on SNL, for losing it at the worst possible moment.
I've heard rumblings.
And every time it happens, it works. Because moments like that feel like proof. Like a digital fingerprint that says, this wasn't planned. We've moved from aesthetics to something closer to presence. You can't fake that feeling easily, or at least that's what we think. This is why the energy of people like Barry Keoghan or Jeremy Allen White hits so hard. They look slightly off, slightly uncomfortable, like they might say the wrong thing. And sometimes, they do. Look at Timothée Chalamet. He went viral for saying nobody cares about ballet or opera. People got mad, but they also watched, replayed, shared, because it didn't feel filtered. Then you have Harrison Ford. For decades, he's looked like he'd rather be anywhere else than doing press. And somehow, that hasn't hurt him. It's become part of why people trust him. Not because it's polished, but because it doesn't try to be. You can even see this in the way interviews are designed now.
This is not the introduction we were promised.
A mahogany desk feels distant. A red carpet feels staged. People don't buy it the same way anymore. So the format changed. Instead of status, it's proximity. Instead of performance, it's hangout. That's why stars are going to Amelia de Moldenberg's chicken shop or LeBron James' barbershop, because you can't really act like a perfect celebrity while eating wings or sitting in a chair getting a haircut. A 10-second clip of Florence Pugh being a little clumsy, a little messy, that travels further than a perfectly controlled moment. Perfection still exists, it just doesn't spread the same way. But here's the part that gets tricky. If we reward the glitch, eventually the system adapts, and some of these moments are completely genuine. That's what makes them work. But some start to feel almost too well timed, like the pause hits at exactly the right second. The stumble happens in the perfect clip. The unscripted moment somehow lands every time. And at that point, you start to wonder, are we watching a mistake? Or sometimes a version of a mistake that's been learned, repeated, and refined? Because once imperfection becomes valuable, it can become a tool. Fame used to be about distance. Now it's about something closer to friction. The moments people connect with most aren't the cleanest ones. They're the ones that feel slightly off, slightly human. And most of the time, that's real. But every once in a while, it can feel just a little too perfect to be an accident. And that's where it gets interesting. So I'm curious, what's a moment that felt completely genuine to you? And one that felt like it might have been just a bit too well played?